Okay, coaches, today we want to take a look at how to label and call our base blitzes. And I know previously I put together a presentation over on Coach Joe Salas's Air Raid channel about an auto blitz we have versus pistol power, something you can game plan, and it's more of an automatic type deal. Do yourself a favor, check out Coach Salas's channel. It's a wealth of knowledge. But today we want to focus on our base blitzes, how we call them day one, get them in, get them communicated, and can bring pressure no matter what the game plan is, can bring pressure from multiple different areas. So if we take a look at the drawing, we've got our ends and fours, and a nose and a zero just for simplicity's sake. The green dots here, number 1 and 5, are our bandits. And although they have a name, the bandit, this fella right here is going to be known as number 1 linebacker. This one's number 5 backer. The blue dots, 2 and 4, are dogs. And our middle backer is our stud backer in red here, number 3. So if I say, I need a 3 backer, they know what I'm talking about. Same as I need a stud, but it's a way to communicate it and communicate the blitz. So when I'm calling these blitzes, you can combine them with multiple front calls and still not anybody be able to pick up what you're doing, because this stud is a 3, but a 30 is the same thing. A 33 is the same thing. A 300, a 303 is the same blitz. So it's just an easy way, I think, for us to communicate who to blitz. Now, where do they blitz? The bandits are D-gap blitzers. They're edge blitzers, outside in, keeping outside armor leg free, coming off the edge. So they're those sneaky guys that come running. Okay, your dogs, 2 and 4, are either B or C gap blitzers. Your stud is an A gap blitzer. So how do they know what to do? Well, depending on our front call, if I just had a regular stack call and this end was pinching inside, and my dog, and I had a 20 on, and the dog wanted to just walk up and go C gap, he wouldn't say a word to the end. If he wanted this end to go outside and him to come inside, which I think you're going to see on the film, he's got to get it communicated. Now, how do they communicate that? They should be standing together, always talking as a unit here, giving that appearance to the O-line that we're always coming anyway. And sometimes the tap tells the D lineman where to go. Sometimes the tap tells the linebacker where to go. Sometimes the tap don't mean a thing, and they're just talking, communicating anyway. It's up to them to get it communicated. Now, that can be confusing. So, we start them out by saying, hey, the tap means this, day one, spring practice. But it's up to them to evolve if they want to be a varsity football player, to work with their guy. And if they say, I got a new nose in there, I've got to communicate with him. I've got to work during the week. I got to have, a little bit about myself, a little bit of personality there to play that linebacker position. So we give him total freedom on that kind of thing. He can blitz from C back into B, B around to C. Like I said, just give him the freedom. We don't want to put a leash on him whatsoever. Some of the clips I picked are definitely not clinic clips, because I want this to be a realistic channel, and I want it to be where anybody can run this. I want it to be, like I've said in the Y video, we put this thing in when we were really, really down on athletes. So I want it to be where you can run it down in your middle school level as well. Another example would be if we just had a left call on, nose was going left, and this stud just wanted to go right here, and you don't say a word. Don't say anything. You ain't got to say anything to him. They're all responsible for getting the call anyway, so they should know if I'm a nose and got some kind of 3 call going, something's up. Just, let the guys work it out. If they want to be real football players, they will get it worked out. So we'll take a look at a couple clips here. This first clip, I want to go to the behind angle. It's going to give us the best view. So let's go straight to the behind angle here. Okay, so we're going to get a stud blitz. We're going to get a number 9 is going to be the blitz right here. So some form of a 30 blitz. Okay, you can see these guys doing a good job peeking right here, communicating. You see these 2 guys communicating. This guy actually had to jump in. These guys communicating. This guy actually had to jump in the middle of the game. And he said he just got the call. I think he's asking for it there. But he is very player friendly, so he does a good job. Okay, I'm not sure how he communicated or if he communicated a thing to his nose because it looks a little late to me. But he knows, hey, he knows the nose is going left. I'm going to go right. It's going to open right up. And turns out to be a good blitz for us. Gets good pressure on there. So real easy there. Next one is a dog blitz. I think it's going to be this fellow over here. We're going to get some form of a 40 blitz here. Okay. He's doing some kind. I would like more movement out of the other two. I really would. I think the other two backers should have had more movement to cause more confusion. Here's a good tight view right here with this guy. He's communicating in some form or fashion with his defensive end here. Comes in and gets a sack. Runs right by. Here's a good behind view. They got to know it's coming. And this jumping around, if my other two guys will get moving a little better, it puts them all in protection-oriented scheme. They got to know it's coming. It still opens up. I got to run a star. I can run right by that lineman, no matter how many times you practice it. So it's a good behind angle there. This next one is a bandit blitz. It's coming off the edge. It's going to be this fellow right here, some form of a 50 blitz. Remember, these guys are D-gap blitzers. They're outside in. He actually needs to bring a little more pop when he comes here. Not terrible blitz, but he's kind of waiting to see. He needs to bring something with him a little better there. He does get involved in the play. So not terrible. Outside arm and leg free. This is a good blitz to the short side of the field, especially when you have a single receiver. I believe he could have bent it on down in there a little more. It's just an easy way to bring some pressure right there. He did get back and get involved. So you can see it's a good short side of the field right there. Single receiver side right there. It's a good, easy blitz to communicate and bring some pressure. Just looking at this thing, though, nothing magic. Very, very, very simple. Easy way to get pressure. You can combine sending the stud and a dog, a 32 blitz, a 24 blitz, a 45 blitz, however you want to mix that up. And again, you want them to always be that protection-oriented. It goes back to that 8-man protection-oriented. We're always blitzing that we talked about in the Y video. That's definitely not the case. But if on that one with the dog, you saw right here, these guys had to know he was coming. And it just opens up. It gives you a running chance, a running start. And we talked about that before. Stand-up players are harder to block than guys with a hand on the ground, I think. Especially if you can stay in this stack. It causes the what-ifs. And this is just our day one. We put these in day one of spring practice. Very simple. I use this part of our warm-up is just getting them running through there. It gets the blood pumping, and they like just running through on the barrels and working their stances and their blitzes and things. And it's just an easy way to get practice going. Thanks for watching. Please hit subscribe. Please leave me some comments, some questions, concerns, answers. Thanks for watching, coaches.